What the f... Hey guys, Explosive Pop Tart here, and welcome back to another video. Now today I'm going to be reviewing Cobra Kai, Season 5. That kind of rhymes a little bit. Either way, I had to say it. My expectations for this season were extremely low. Like, they were pretty much as low as you could possibly have them. And I know that sounds nuts because I really do like this show. I mean, I literally bought merchandise. I love it. It's a really good show. I wasn't a huge fan of Season 4. If you guys haven't seen my Season 4 review, go check it out. I was not a big fan of that season in particular. I liked several things about it, specifically Terry Silver returning. I thought that was really cool, and I liked the way that it turned out. So, that said, going into Season 5, after not liking Season 4, naturally, you know, after not liking the previous season, you're going to kind of be weary. Like, is this one going to be like last season, or is it going to be an improvement? So, I went into this kind of with low expectations, expecting it to be pretty much at least as good as Season 4 or 3. And I got to say, I was absolutely floored. This season is amazing. It has great, fantastic action. It doesn't feel like a copycat of the first couple of seasons. Yeah, sure, there's some things that happened previously in the seasons. I mean, the only thing that really bothers me about Karate Kid and Cobra Kai in general is the fact that everybody uses karate as, like, a response to anything. Like, oh, you jumped the line in grocery store? Huh, let's fight, you know? I saw you looking at my girlfriend. Let's fight, you know? It's like, dude, do you not even understand the point of karate? Like, I mean, obviously it's just because Cobra Kai is basically antagonizing the Miyagi-Do people, but it gets kind of annoying because even the adults do it. Like, it's just like... I feel like they don't really have, like, maybe it's just because they get caught up in the moment, but, like, they don't really have, like, a full understanding of what karate actually means and what it's for. And I'm not talking about the showrunners and stuff. I'm talking about, like, the characters. You know, maybe they made these characters to be sort of, like, misunderstanding of what karate is. Because even Daniel LaRusso, he even does some things that are uncharacteristic for somebody who actually respects and loves karate. So, that said, this season is off the walls, man. It reminds me a lot of Season 2 and Season 3 combined, you know, because it's got a shit ton of action. I mean, and also, a huge character comes back. I don't want to spoil it so much, but a huge character comes back, and dude, he wasn't in the show. The character wasn't in the show for very long. The character pretty much just makes, like, brief appearances, like, a couple of times in the season, mainly, like, sort of towards the beginning and then right at the end. But I was cool with it, you know. I didn't think they underutilized him. I feel like overutilizing him would have turned into basically making a copycat of the first season and the second season. They did something completely different with him, and I was just excited to see the character in general. So the fact that I got to see it again is fantastic. So let's get into the plot. The plot, basically, Terry Silver's basically hijacked Cobra Kai, like, completely, and he's looking to expand Cobra Kai, not even just across the valley, but across the world. And I love that plot. You know, he's been trying to do this since the 80s. So, to see it sort of get realized, honestly, as a fan of Karate Kid, was kind of cool. Not gonna lie, to see his plan actually come through, you know, for the most part anyways. Because the message that I get from the show is that the only karate dojo that should exist is Miyagi-Do, because, you know, Cobra Kai is all evil and bad and stuff. When really, that's not really how it should be handled. It should be more like Cobra Kai needs new trainers, you know, teach people the same kind of like karate without being like bullies and stuff, you know, teach them, you know, all those same values and stuff, but you don't have to be a bully, you know, you can learn all these techniques and stuff. Like, I feel like it's a very conflicted show because it says that Eagle Fang and Miyagi-Do um, working together is a good idea, and it works out for them. And it's like sometimes bringing differences together can be a great thing. And it's like, so I guess that applies to everybody but Cobra Kai. I mean, I'm not one of those people who thinks that Cobra Kais are innocent. Obviously, they were definitely brainwashed and they did a lot of bad, terrible things. And they bullied a lot of people unnecessarily, for sure. But I feel like it's like kind of conflicted. It's like you can't really have it both ways, If Eagle Fang and Miyagi-Do can work together, why can't Cobra Kai exist to some degree, Like maybe let Johnny Lawrence take it back, and then just make it good karate, teach kids who are bullied these things that are going to make them tougher, Instead of making bullies, make the bullied tougher so that they could stand up to those people who are bullying, and don't turn them into bullies. That's like defeating the whole purpose, man. I can't gush about this season enough. Like I said, that's not really, those things that I've mentioned so far aren't really gripes. I'm just stating the facts. It just seems a little strange. But again, Terry Silver's awesome in this, and honestly, this has got to be the most intense season the show has seen, and I am so glad I gave it a shot. There was actually a point in time where I said I wasn't even going to watch a Season 5 because Season 4 bummed me out so much, but Season 5 is so worth it. There's so much action, so much intense shit going down. The battles between LaRusso and Lawrence and Terry Silver and all that stuff, and even the kids going after each other all the time. I am glad. Here's one huge positive. I'm glad they didn't focus a ton on the kids, man. The kids definitely get into some fights and stuff, but I'm glad the dynamic was focused more on Cobra Kai versus Miyagi-Do and Terry Silver versus Daniel LaRusso and Johnny Lawrence, opposed to, the kids fighting over stupid shit all the time. They definitely had a couple of fights where I was like, this is ridiculous. Are you kidding me? Like, there's a fight where they fight over who gets the pull. What? Like I said, some of these fights are obviously just thrown in for filler and action, and I don't fault the show for that. That's how shows are supposed to go. So I don't blame the show for that. They kind of have to do it. It's just very weird. I feel like there's different ways that you could possibly make filler without it coming off super forced. But nonetheless, like I said, it doesn't kill the show for me. It's just like a small little thing that I'm nitpicking at here. But again, the soundtrack for this show is fantastic. I love the score, the songs they pick for it. Chosen is back in the show. I don't remember if he was in season 3, if at all, but if he was, I'm just drawing a blank, or season 4, I mean. But seeing him come back, I think he was in season 4, but I'm glad to see him for a good portion of the show. I gotta say, the ending of the show shocked me to my core. I didn't see it coming whatsoever, honestly. Like, and then there's like a second ending to the show, essentially, and I'm not really cool with that. I feel like the ending that they were gonna go with would have been better. It's something that shocks you, that blows your mind. You're like, no way they just did that. Holy shit, did they really just do that? And then they basically undid that, essentially, and I'm kind of upset by that still. I understand why they did it, because otherwise they can't make any more seasons, essentially. So they probably just did it solely because they wanted to shock people and then sort of be like, hey, it's okay, guys, it's okay, We still got a possibility for more, I honestly wish they would have just gone with the ending they were to go with before they basically killed that ending by the secondary ending type deal. But either way, dude, I'm a Cobra Kai and a Karate Kid fan for sure. I love the show. I love the movies. So if they put out a season 6, which I think they've already talked about putting out a season 6, I'm going to watch it with a smile on my face and hoping it's as good as season 5. Because season 5, I'm going to say it, is my number 1 season. Never thought I would say that. Season 1 and Season 2 have always been my tops. Season 5's number 1. This season's fantastic. If you guys have not seen Cobra Kai Season 5, watch it. This is the best season that we've gotten. And I'm surprised it took until Season 5 to get something this wild. They've been building up to this over the course of these last few seasons, and now they're here. And I hope it doesn't plummet after Season 5. Like, I hope the action and stuff stays. And then season 6 is going to be super intense and stuff. I don't know what they're going to do, but I'm here for it. And yeah, I just hope that they take a little bit of time off in between seasons to do that Duke Nukem movie, because I love Duke Nukem and I want to see that movie get made. So, and these guys are definitely the type of people that can handle that movie really well. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this review. Sorry for being so long. Hit like if you enjoyed this. Subscribe if you're not already. Hit the bell to get notified anytime I make a video or stream. Give a video channels like some crazy going on. See you guys in the next one. Bye bye. And always remember, Cobra Kai never dies.